Let's talk about how your niceness is getting you into big trouble. So your niceness is inbred in you. It's inbred in all women. We are taught way before we even came into the world that to be acceptable, to be lovable, to find our place in our human tribe, we need to be the nurturers, the caregivers, the fixers, the saviors, the good girls, the people pleasers. And if you're watching me, I've got a strong suspicion that this shit ain't working for you anymore. You're ready to safeguard your time, your energy. I call it putting your very own red velvet rope around yourself. And first and foremostly, you have to set better boundaries with how you are spending your time, your energy, who you're hanging around with. And that requires you to be firm, to be disciplined with yourself. You need to call yourself out on your bullshit, because if you don't, you're going to carry on being the good girl, being the people pleaser, and what I say is you're a doormat for everyone else to wipe their feet over. The other thing that's really, really important to note is that people can sniff out when you haven't got any boundaries around your time and your energy, and you're leading with one of these identities, the good girl or the people pleaser. Also good to know is that you are not just a people pleaser. You are way more than that. So stop saying, I'm a people pleaser. What you want to say, so you can start extracting yourself from this, is that I have traits and I've learned how to be a people pleaser. Now I'm learning how to set my own boundaries around my time and energy. Anyway, let's get back on to your niceness is not really doing you any favors. So when you go out into the world and you set better boundaries, you say, actually, that doesn't work for me. This is what I require. And you'll go off and do this at work. Maybe you'll do it in an intimate relationship. Good luck with this one, you'll do it in your family dynamics. Now, here's what's going to happen. You're going to get a backlash. You're going to get people moaning, complaining. You're going to have to handle people not being very happy with you. And if you don't know how to handle the backlash, your good girl and your people pleaser is going to start to jump back in and go, oh, no, it's okay. I didn't mean it. It's all right. Don't do that. Please don't do that. What you need to do is when you're setting a new boundary, say around time, energy, what you will and won't accept, your job is to lay it out to the person you're setting a boundary with, allow them to have their reaction to it, because that's probably what's going to happen. People love to react. There's a great quote by Viktor Frankl. It says, between stimulus and response, there is a space. We all need to learn how to reside in the space, because that's when we can learn how to respond rather than react. So your job, establish your boundary. Understand that it's going to be scary. Understand that you are most likely going to upset someone. Yet, however that person reacts, it's not your responsibility. Your job is to extract yourself away before you open your fucking mouth and start saying, no, it doesn't matter, because you feel uncomfortable. If you want to establish better boundaries, then you have to get comfortable with being uncomfortable. It comes as part and parcel of as the journey. And this is where your niceness, if you do not keep it in check, is going to fuck you over. So once you've established your boundary, they're reacting over there, you exit out and go, I'm going to give you some time to think about that. And so you can go off and self-soothe yourself. How does that look like? Maybe you go for a walk. Maybe you start to notice your reaction in yourself of trying to make it all better. Your job is to get away from the stimulus as quickly as possible, so you don't react in your old ways of pleasing and making sure everything is all right. Then it gives you the space to process it, to start to understand, oh, there is a backlash, and then you need to strategize what is next for you rather than catastrophize and go, this won't work. Maybe it won't work with that person. So then you have to consider how you still want them in your life, if you even do. If it's in a workplace, then this is where you'll start considering, well, is this what I want for myself? Is there something more? This is how you start to raise your game. You start to elevate how you move through life. And it all starts with you setting boundaries and swimming with uncomfortableness. So take your time as you strut out there and establish your boundaries. Remember your main character. Remember you're the A-lister, the superstar of your life. And it's up to you how you live your life. It's up to you how you spend your time and energy. And you must safeguard your time and energy, because otherwise all those motherfuckers out there are going to take advantage of you. And I know that you are a woman who doesn't allow that.